questions that have been asked is it difficult to become an ML engineer without a master's degree? That's a pretty good and slightly complicated question. I would probably say it might be a little more difficult simply because relatively smaller steps, there's a relatively smaller set of opportunities at the undergraduate level that you may be eligible for. Traditionally, a lot of the industry was kind of looking for like graduate level like degree holders for these kinds of more specialized roles. But the positive part is the industry is gradually kind of realizing that undergrads can also do the work. And so more and more positions, from what I have seen and from I understood with this landscape, more and more positions are kind of becoming eligible at the undergraduate level as well. So even though having a master's degree could kind of increase the set of opportunities you may be eligible for a little bit, I would definitely not kind of count that as a disadvantage. And this is also coming from my firsthand experience of both interning and working full time as an ML engineer, and also interning as a data scientist multiple times at a time when most of the data science opportunities were kind of reserved for master's degree applicants or let's say PhD people. So it's definitely not impossible. The industry is kind of getting more aware about it, and a lot more opportunities are kind of coming up, which you can still be eligible for. And one of the things I also want to communicate from my firsthand experience is that you can still get ultimately like one of the ideal kind of job roles you want without necessarily needing to pursue a master's. PhD is a little different because that kind of goes more into like research or like being a research scientist. But at least if you compare the scope of job roles that undergrads or masters may be eligible for, I do personally believe that there isn't a whole lot of difference. There are still opportunities that exist that you are still eligible for, and it is still really not impossible to get any of those opportunities that you even ideally want.